Lost team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
There we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
56, check 56. Rip left, rip left.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get off the field.
12, fellas, here we go. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 13. 13. Bravo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check it back. Check it.
12, fellas. Here we go. Flag. Stay high.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Blue game.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
At the 49ers, 45-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Andy Dalton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Dalton's pass intended for Tyler Eifert. Incomplete.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch the slack.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
93, 52, 93, 44, heads up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
1, Omaha.
Mike Stinty.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Right there, 56. Push him back.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Nice. Hey, Delta.
J, every J.
Hey.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got his man, Boyd. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Get him, you got him. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw here, Dalton. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 41, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Two.
Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's got Green. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They run for it with Mixon. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 20.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
1, Omaha.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Taking a shot for... It's caught at the 10. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bengals 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 54 is Mike.
Passing. It's Dalton. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Move. Hey, exit.
Mike 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Nice.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slant.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down.
Watch the screen. Right there. 54.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You got nothing. Hey, Alpha. 56, Mike, 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go.
It's a loss of 1. This brings up 2nd and goal.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. On second and 15 now. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Dalton to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Another chance for Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Dalton, and the catch good. It's Eifert.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day.
First and 10 for Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
They run again with Breida. And now off to the races, down the right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Cardinals have scored. That one's been interesting. They retake the lead. A win would be their second on the young season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long.